Hello everyone. So today, before I start this video, there's two things I want to mention. Well, actually, a couple things I want to mention. The first thing I'll mention is that the reason why I decided to make this video is because I thought it would be fun. And the second reason is because I made videos like this before. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure that this is my fifth one or sixth one. I don't even know. So pretty much, what I mean is that I made four, oh sorry, not four, what I meant to say was, this isn't the sixth one, so pretty much I did, like, what I'm trying to say is that I made 5 of these holiday collection videos before. Well, that's what I like to call them. I'd like to call them holiday collections, since pretty much for any what I'm trying to say is that for certain holidays, whenever I get Thomas items, I decided that I would start doing that, where any Thomas item I get for a holiday, that I would basically make a special collection video about them. So that's pretty much, so that way people know what Thomas items I got for each holiday, and pretty much, and plus it's just plus it's a fun way to show them off. So yeah, so pretty much, so this is just as a quick recap. Let me give you a recap of these holiday collections when I started them. So the first one I did, the first holiday collection I did was back in 2022, where I did one for my birthday, and then for Christmas of 2022, I did one for that holiday. And fast forward to 2023, which of course was last year, I made one for Easter of last year, and I also made one for my birthday and Christmas of last year, that year being 2023. And fast forward to this year, we're making our first one, and that is my holiday collection for Easter of 2024, that being this year, of course. So in total, this is the sixth one that I did. So just as one more recap, the order of how I did them, I did 2 of them in 2022, 3 of them in 2023, and so far 1, that being this one, in 2024. So yeah, so pretty much, yeah. So I figured I'd mention that. So yeah. So once again, so if you can see that, pretty much what I'm trying to say is that if you can see about the number in the title, as you can see that, once again, this is the one for this year, for my Easter one. So I figured that since I started doing this for fun, I figured that I would make it like a tradition, you could say, where for every holiday, for those 3 holidays in particular, that I would make a collection video for them. Even though I don't know if you would consider birthdays like a holiday or something, but I know that Easter and Christmas, they are holidays, but I'm considering my birthday like a holiday for like this little mini sub-series, you could say. Well, actually, I wouldn't really call it a series per se, but it's something I like to do for fun. So yeah, so pretty much, yeah. I figured I'd mention that. So yeah, so pretty much, yeah. So yeah, so pretty much, yeah. I figured I'd mention that. So yeah, so pretty much, yeah. So needless to say, this year we'll be getting 2 more holiday collections. Them being, of course, one for my birthday this year and one for Christmas this year. Since, like I said, pretty much, yeah. But of course, that won't be for a while, since my birthday isn't until September, and of course Christmas, what I'm trying to say is that Christmas, we already know that that's in, well, December, so you'll have to wait a long time for that, but pretty much, yeah. But I figured I'd mention that. But like I said, I figured that since Easter was like last week, I figured that I was time for another holiday collection, since pretty much, yeah, since I finally opened up all the Thomas items that I got for Easter, and because of that, I figured I would give you guys a quick recap, where I basically show you guys all the items I got. So yeah, so pretty much, yeah. So yeah, so pretty much, yeah, like I said. So now that I mentioned Thomas items, that's the other thing I want to talk about, is that this collection video in particular, I'll only be showing the items that I got for Easter that are Thomas related. So pretty much no non-Thomas items I got for Easter I won't be showing, and I also won't be showing any other items that I got before, or that I will pretty much already have, since my actual collection video of any Tomy Trackmaster 2 items, that will be coming someday. I don't know when, but since since I get a lot of Thomas items it's kind of hard for me to do an actual collection, since pretty much, yeah. But don't worry, someday I will make that happen, no matter what, I promise that. Since pretty much, yeah. But for now, unfortunately, I'm not able to make that happen, so yeah, so pretty much, yeah. So I hope you guys understand about that. So just once again, just as a reminder, I'll only be showing the Thomas items I got for Easter, and nothing else. And I won't be showing any non-Thomas items I got this year for Easter, and I also won't be showing Thomas items that I already have. But pretty much, yeah. I figured I'd mention that. So yeah, so pretty much, yeah. Now, one more thing I'll mention before I get on to the actual collection part of this video. Like I said, another reason why I haven't done my actual Trackmaster collection video in a long time is because, well, since I have a lot of customs planned, which unfortunately it's been hard for me to like make customs since, well, it's been a while since I made them, but pretty much, yeah, like I said, but hopefully sometime this year I get back to making them, since I have a lot of models of characters I want to see about making for projects, and pretty much, yeah, and of course just in general, so pretty much, yeah. But speaking of collections, I will be doing a separate collection for each of the items in this video, and just as a little spoiler, the collections that I'll be making for each item in this video at some point again is I'll be making another push along collection video, I'll be making another All Engines Go collection video, I'll be making my actual Trackmaster collection video someday, and one more collection in this video that I'll mention is I'll be making a knockoff Trackmaster collection soon, since that one I can promise you soon. The other three collections, once again just as a recap, them being of course another push along collection, another All Engines Go collection, and my actual full Trackmaster collection video. I don't know when those ones will come out, but mainly the knockoff Trackmaster collection video, I can promise you that soon, since pretty much, yeah, since recently for some holidays I've got some knockoff Trackmasters, and I figured that why not do a mini collection for that. Well, it's not exactly a mini collection, it's like an actual collection, since I've gotten a decent amount of them. So yeah, so pretty much, yeah, I figured I'd mention that. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much what I want to say about that. So yeah, the final thing I'll mention in this video, well, the final few things I'll mention is that, first thing is that, I'm sorry for how long I'm talking this much, and pretty much, yeah, but like I said, I figured I'd mention that. So I hope you guys understand about that. The second thing I'll mention is that, just like with the previous, well, I almost said 4, but just like with the previous 5 holiday collections I did, I had them split up into categories. That's what I'll be doing for this one as well. I'll be having them in the categories. So for example, you'll be seeing them, well this is actually, pretty much this is how the actual order of this collection will go. I'll start off with the old Trackmasters and move on, so if that makes sense. So yeah, so pretty much, yeah. And the final thing I'll mention is that I'll say this one more time, I'll only be showing the items I got this year for Easter, nothing else. And specifically the Thomas items only, so yeah, so pretty much, yeah. So that's pretty much all I want to say about that. So now without further ado, let's finally get onto this collection, shall we? So starting off here, we have the old Trackmasters, and for Easter this year, I only got one old Trackmaster. Then again, it's been a while since I got old Trackmaster for Easter, if I remember correctly. I forgot the last time I got an actual old Trackmaster for Easter, but anyways, that's besides the point. The point is that I only got one old Trackmaster for Easter, that being Salty. And fun fact, this is actually a knockoff Salty, but I still don't mind since it's still technically old Trackmaster, you could say. But pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say about that. So yeah, so let's move on, shall we? So the next items I got are Trackmaster 2 items, and pretty much, yeah, so yeah, so without further ado, let me show you them, shall we? So first up here is Thomas, well, Thomas with Sparks, you could say. And then next up here we have Henry, and also if you notice this Henry, he has a bit of a factory error, since his face is kind of crooked, but pretty much, yeah, and let me fix him there, so yeah, so sorry about that. Anyways, moving on, next up here we have James, and last but not least is Charlie, so let's move on, shall we? Moving on, next up here we have is the All Engines Go characters that I got, and more specifically, these are the motorized ones. So without further ado, let's get started, shall we? So first up here we have his Secret Agent Thomas, Gordon, Talking James, and last but not least, Frosting Diesel. So yeah, so let's move on to the next engines, shall we? So the next engines I'll show you here are the push-alongs. Now these are the regular push-alongs. So yeah, so pretty much, yeah. So without further ado, let me show you them. So first up here is Thomas, and last but not least, James. And more specifically, I should say that these are the original push-alongs. So anyways, yeah, let's move on, shall we? Next up here we have is the All Engines Go push-alongs. So first up here we have is Crystal Cargo Adventure Thomas, Edward, Sandy, and Snowy Sandy. Also, by the way, these are the final engines that we got. So pretty much, yeah. So now without further ado, let's move on to rolling stock, shall we? So starting off here is the rolling stock. So starting off here we have is the old Trackmaster rolling stock. Once again, since Salty was the only old Trackmaster item I got for Easter this year, that means that we only have one. That means that we only have one old Trackmaster item to look at for rolling stock. That being this orange truck. So this will pretty much, yeah. Let's move on, shall we? Moving on, next up here we have is the Trackmaster 2 rolling stock. So starting off here we have this not orange, but red slate truck, which also has cargo, which is removable. So that's pretty much, yeah. And last but not least, we have this blue van. So that's pretty much, yeah. So it's pretty much all the rolling stock for Trackmaster 2. So let's move on, shall we? Moving on, next up here we have the all engines go rolling stock. So starting off here we have is a duck flatbed, tarp flatbed, crates flatbed, hay flatbed, this weird contraption thing, and last but not least, this tower piece. Which, fun fact, I'll give you a demonstration later, but this piece and this piece actually go together. Like, you could put this piece on top of that piece. So that's pretty much, yeah. I forgot to mention that. So yeah, so let's move on, shall we? Last but not least, for rolling stock, here we have is the all engines go push along rolling stock. So first up here we have is an orange crystal truck, a truck with a flag in it, a blue crystal truck, a star flatbed, and last but not least, Snowy Bruno. So that's pretty much, yeah. So with that, that's pretty much been all the rolling stock. But we're not done with this collection yet, since I still got one more thing to show you guys. So let me do that now real quick. So yeah, so I'm back now, and once again, just like with the other 5 collections that I did that are holiday related, I split them up into 2 more categories, or more specifically, a couple more categories. This time the categories are different, since the categories are places where I got these items from. So pretty much, so let's get started, shall we? So first I'll be showing you the items I got for Easter from Christmas. So what I meant to say was, sorry about that. Without getting more words mixed up, what I was trying to say is that to start off here, the items I got from Walmart for Easter, them being Secret Agent Thomas, Gordon, Edward, and Sandy. And also, by the way, here's Thomas's cars, since Secret Agent Thomas came with the duck car and the tarp car. So yeah, so pretty much, yeah. So that's pretty much all the items I got from Walmart for Easter. So let's move on, shall we? So moving on, next up here, the items I got from Amazon for Easter. So them being Salty, Crystal Cargo Thomas, a Crystal Cargo Adventure Thomas, Thomas and James, which, by the way, this Thomas and James actually came in a 2-pack. So yeah, so pretty much, yeah. And then next up here is Talking Gordon, Talking James, Chivalry Delivery. And then next up is the final items is the Really Useful Engine Pack, which, by the way, the Really Useful Engine Pack came with these 4 characters here, them being Thomas, Henry, James, and Charlie, which, by the way, this Thomas has a cool design. And also, by the way, just as a recap, I decided to call this Sandy, well, Snowy Sandy, or Winter Sandy, whatever you want to call her. And speaking of which, before I forget, let me show you the rolling stock that each character came with. So yeah, so pretty much, yeah. So once again, like I mentioned before, this truck came with Salty. These 3 trucks came with the Crystal Cargo Adventure Thomas. And pretty much, yeah. And then next up here is the car that came with Gordon, the car that came with James. And then here's Sandy's 2 cars, them being the Star Flatbed and Snowy Bruno. And then here's the car that this Thomas came with. And last but not least, here's the final car that Charlie came with. So that's pretty much, yeah. But we're not done, since we have one more thing to show. So give me a second. Also, before I show the final item, I just want to mention that I put each character in order for when I got them. So that's pretty much, yeah. Since first off, I got these 3 items first, and then on Easter, I got the other items. So that's pretty much, yeah. Since, a little side note, I got some of these items a bit early, but the rest I got on Easter. So I figured I'd mention that. So that's pretty much, yeah. So let's move on, shall we? So I'm back now, and once again, last but not least, the final item that I got for Easter that I got is Frosting Diesel here. The one thing I should mention is that this category is the unknown category, since my aunt surprised me with this Frosting Diesel one day. Well, it was, like I said, I remember it was before Easter, but since I got him, but what I'm trying to say is that since I technically did get him for Easter, that's why I counted him in this video as well. But pretty much what I'm trying to say is that my aunt surprised me with this diesel, and she didn't say where exactly she got him from, so I kind of forgot where. So I'm pretty sure she got him from Walmart, but since I didn't know for sure, that's why I put him in like an unknown category. So hope you guys understand about that. But just as a recap, here are the cars that the Frosting Diesel comes with. Them being these 2 cars. So yes, pretty much, yeah. So pretty much, yeah, I figured I mentioned that. So hope you guys understand about that. And so with that, that's pretty much been my Easter collection video of 2024. So hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you guys like watching these holiday collection videos, since I really enjoy doing them, since once again it gives me a good opportunity to show you guys all the items I got for each holiday. And pretty much, yeah. And so yeah, so I figured I mentioned that. So yeah, so stay tuned for the next 2 that I have planned this year. Then being, of course, The next two that I planned, that being, of course, are the one for my birthday this year and the one for Christmas this year. But pretty much with that, that's pretty much all I want to say. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and bye, everyone. Bye.